Hi everyone, this is Emily. I have a couple hauls. The first one I wanted to share with you is from Stampin' Up. I did this when they were doing their celebration stamps, so you could get a free stamp set. So I got these crocheted flowers. Actually, this is 2 packs of them, but off of their clearance part. And they were supposed to be like $10 per pack, and they were on clearance for $1.99. So I had to pick up 2 of those, so that's 2 packs. And then I got these super cute brads. Those were, I think, $1.50 or something. I thought the little owl one was really cute. And then this is the stamp set that I got for free because I spent $50. I mainly bought it because I love the little owl stamp. The little owl one and then the little flower one. And these are their cling mount stamps. And then I bought the birdcage set, which is called Aviary. I thought the little owl was really cute in there too. My husband's favorite bird is this one because he thinks it looks funny. And then I got this punch, which is I think the fancy label punch. Oh, maybe you can see it better back here. Then I also got, there's a punch that matches this owl, that will cut this owl out perfect, but it's on back order, so it hasn't arrived yet. So that should be coming at some point. And then the second part of my haul is a birthday haul. I had a birthday last week, so I wanted to share with you what I got. So these are stamps from Magnolia. So this is a log. And then this is Tilda. Can you see those? My hubby's doing the camera work for me today. So these are all from my hubby. And I loved this one because it's got Tilda with the little kitty. And we have 2 cats, so I had to get that one. And then this is Tilda and Edward skating. And then I got a scene that goes with it. So this is a pond with some trees and a little park bench and a little light post. So I got those from my hubby. And then my hubby, what a good man he is, he let me go to the Outlet, which is my local like clearance scrapbooking store, and I got some awesome deals. So let me show you. Everything at the Outlet was every once in a while they'll put everything on sale. To begin with, everything is 50 to 80% off, and then like once or twice a month they do a special sale where you get 40% off that price, so you can get some awesome deals. So some of it's scratch and dent, some of it's just extra, it just depends. So I got this art bin to go. I have one of those great big super satchel boxes that they slide in, so I got this to go in there. This was $5, which they're regularly like $15, something like that. So and then I got 2 Tim Holtz ink dauber thingy, no, edgers. So, and then this price is before the extra 40% off. So I got 2 of those. And then they had Glimmer Glam this time I went, so I was really excited about that. So this is Dirty Martini, and this is Royal Velvet. So those are $2.75, and then I got the extra 40% off on those. And then I got Private Meadow. And then somehow, I'm not really sure how, but I ended up with, it's kind of funny, but I ended up with 4 Luscious Lavenders. I was just kind of throwing some in my basket, and apparently I really liked Luscious Lavender. So those are the Glimmer Glams I got. And then they had some Glimmer Mist. So they had Indian Corn. And they had a whole bunch of Indian Corn, so I got 2 of those. And then I got a Tutti Frutti. Like, this one was probably there because it looks like another bottle of Glimmer Mist kind of spilled on it, but I don't really care. So inside's all fine. So I got that. And then I got some ultra thick embossing enamel in pearl for my melting pot. And then I got, this is a Glimmer Mist kit from Tired Angels, and it says it's baby, but I don't think it's baby. Maybe it is, I could be wrong, but it came with the framed fonts in the, like the clocks. So it came with that, and then it came with the Tattered Traveler, the Tattered album. And then it came with some ribbon, and there's some tulle, and 3 bottles of Glimmer Mist in Denim Blue, Starfish, and Key Lime Pie. And then it came with some little findings in a misting screen, and then there's some paper down there. So that was, I think I got that on sale for $10 for all of that, so I was pretty excited. So that's all for this bin. And then these are the Iris storage boxes. They had these for $4.25 minus the 40% off of that, so I got 2 of those. So I'm just kind of storing everything in here till I get it all put away. I got these by Fancy Pants, these ribbons by Fancy Pants Designs. And there's about a yard at each one. So I just thought those were really cute. So I got 2 of those. And this one I took off just to see how long they were. And then they had these little spools of ribbon from American Crafts. And these are 4 feet long, each one. And these were 45 cents a piece. And then you get the 40% off on top of that. So those are those ones. I really like this heart one, and this little cherry one I think are one of my favorites. And I really like this stripe too. Those are my favorites. And I got this stuff. I've never used this, but it's by Deco Art. I thought it looked like fun. So it's called Snow Rider. I'm not exactly sure. I don't really know anything about it, but I bought that. And then they had Perfect Pearls in Cafe. So I picked those up. And then I got this paper pad from Kaiser Craft. And this paper is so pretty. I don't know, what does it say? It's English, the English Rose collection, which I'd never seen before. But it's just beautiful paper. I love that one with like the doilies. So I just thought this was so pretty. So this was $7.25, and then I got the 40% off of that. Oops, sorry about that. I lost a few sheets there. So that's that one. And then I got the glitter cardstock stack from Die Cuts with a View. So this was like $6 for this. So I bought a lot of paper because I'm like, you know, for that price, how can you, you know, go wrong? So that's that one. And then this is a kit from My Mind's Eye. This is the Metal Art collection. And it comes with designer paper and accessory sheets. I'll show it to you real quick. I didn't think to pre-open this. Sorry about that. So here are the die cut sheets. So those all just punch out. And then here are the papers. That one. And those are really cute. Cut out. And nice thick papers too. So sorry I haven't done a video lately. It's been pretty busy around here with spring break and all that. We didn't actually end up going anywhere, but my boys were home from school, so it's always fun. And we had some beautiful weather last weekend. It was just gorgeous. Like, we got up to 80 almost in Michigan, which is just like unheard of. So that was pretty exciting. So my boys were pretty excited, but we're actually supposed to get snow tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. But my boys keep telling me that they don't want it to snow because they want spring, and so, well, sorry, but we live in Michigan. So I had never seen this collection. I don't know if it's a newer collection or if it's really old, or I don't know. I'm guessing it's probably a newer collection because usually they have pretty current stuff at the outlet. But could be something somebody found in a warehouse somewhere too. So that's that. And that was, I think, $6 and then the 40% off of that. So it wasn't bad. And then this is a pack of paper from Autumn Leaves. And this is probably why it's at the outlet, is because its wrapper is kind of messed up, but the paper's all fine. So it's got some pretty papers in here, and I don't think I've ever had any Autumn Leaves paper. So, and there's some solids in the back here, but just some pretty printed paper. I just thought the colors were fun and springy, so I needed it, of course. So that's that. And that's that for that bin. And then this bin, I've got the Shimmer Stack by Die Cuts with a View, and this is a newer one that's come out fairly recently, and these are just so pretty. I don't know if you can see the shimmer on these, but I thought these would be so pretty to cut out with my Cricut. So, and they're just, I love these colors, they're just so rich. So in the corner, this one's a little messed up, which is probably why it was there. You can tell that, but I figured for $6, and I'm planning on using it on my Cricut, I'll just kind of avoid that corner. So, and then I got this Disney pad of paper. This is by Sandy Lion. I'd never seen this before, but I thought it was really cute. My boys all really like Disney stuff, so I thought I'd get that. So this is all one-sided paper. There's some pirate stuff for Peter Pan, and there's 3 sheets of each pattern. Little Lady and the Tramp. I have a Lion King. Jungle Book. More of the Jungle Book. Bambi. I love Bambi. When my husband and I first got married, we actually had a rabbit that we named Thumper. There's Bambi. And princess paper. And this is Little Mermaid. the little bunnies were cute. We still actually have bunnies. We have 3. We used to have quite a few, but we actually had 9 at one point. Now we're down to 3. Some Snow White paper. Little lovebirds. Snow White. Some of this paper is kind of girly, but that's okay. Maybe someday we'll go to Disney World and I can use it for that. Or maybe someday we'll have a girl. A little mice from Cinderella. The rose from Beauty and the Beast. Doesn't look like a whole lot of Beauty and the Beast paper. That was like my favorite movie growing up. My girlfriend and I used to watch Beauty and the Beast every day. So this was $6 too for this pad. And then I got this paper from American Crafts. And this, I just love this paper. I don't know if you can see real well, but these ends are embossed. It has embossed and glitter paper, and it's just so pretty. It's one-sided, but that's okay. That saves me from having to pick which side to use. And birds. This one's embossed. I just really liked the colors and patterns. That one's got glitter. This one's embossed. My husband says I need to go faster. This is going to be like the world's longest haul video, I'm sorry. But it's been a long time since I put out a video, so. And some butterflies. And last but not least, I was so excited about this. I got a cinch. So I got this at the outlet. So I paid $30 for my cinch. So it's brand new. It was still in the box. The box was a little beat up, but it doesn't affect the cinch at all. So yeah, so I'm very excited about this because I've been wanting one of these for a long time and didn't want to shell out $100 and get one. So yes, I can now bind things. So yeah, that's my haul. So thanks so much for watching, and go ahead and please leave me a comment. That'd be great. I always read them all. So thanks again. Bye.